Hi there. Now that I've read the brief and I feel that I understand what's been asked of me in this project, and I've spent some time exploring some of the main options that I might want to pursue, I feel it's now time to define some of the main characteristics of the shop. I'll do that in both 2D and in 3D. In 2D I'll create a pretty basic floor plan in AutoCAD, and in 3D I'll use Revit architecture to make the main shell of the building and put in some of the main features. So here we are in AutoCAD, and I've set up appropriate layers so that I can define the external walls and internal walls. Based on the information that's been given, I've set out the distance from this corner to this corner as 6 metres, and then 6 metres, 4 metres at 45 degrees to this corner, 6 metres, 6 metres, and then finished off horizontal and vertical. When it comes to defining the main parameters of the project, I don't really want to go much further than setting out the external walls, placing in the main windows, indicating the position for the door, and as far as internal work goes, I've placed the restrooms in this corner here. Although at this stage that's still optional, I may change my mind and I may put them somewhere else. That's given me now a good frame to work within. And I've done something similar here in Revit. There's really nothing more than an empty shell here to look at, which I can illustrate by switching off the visibility of the front walls. And I'll do the same thing for that floor. And you can see what I've got there is a basic shell. And I started the whole process off in one of the elevations, and I used the level tool to set the first level at 3.2 metres. I've indicated a second floor just in case that's where the design takes me, and I've also indicated a basement, again just so that I have that option. Having set those levels up, I went into the ground floor plan and used the wall tool to define the basic shape of the outer shell of the building. Once that was done, I went into a 3D view and I was able to place the windows and doors in the appropriate place. These aren't necessarily the windows or the doors that I'll end up using, and they're not even necessarily in the correct position, but for the purposes of defining the basic shape so that I can move forward from here, that's plenty. And I can just go into here and bring all that detail back. So that's useful as step one. So in much the same way as an artist would use a frame round a painting to define the area into which they're going to work, I now feel comfortable that in the 2D and in the 3D software I have the area clearly defined into which I can design the rest of the solution.